Welcome back to part 2 of Rugby AM. Simo's gone and I'm going to do all these Simo smiling. I'm joined here with Keith Senior, Peter Godden here and Alan LTT's still at the desk. Keith, you're going down Nick, mate, you look pretty small at the minute. It's desert runs and marathons all going into your head, aren't they?
I know, it's, I'm just not in the mode anymore. I need to get back in the gym, I need to get some more size so then I can start picking on you again and start bullying you about a bit.
That's it. I haven't seen you this skinny since you were presenting Crystal
Since I was 18 years old.
We're going to go through the Challenge Cup results from this week, some great results here. Wigan Warriors 12, OKR 16. I think
that was probably the biggest shock of the round, really, and after the demolition that Wigan did against OKR a couple of weeks ago, to actually come back and return and win, I think that just shows some great resilience from Chris Chester's OKR side. It
was one of the moments for me, Peter, where you always get a big news story and you remember exactly where you are and what you were doing. When I saw that result, with the fact that OKR got hammered a few weeks ago by Wigan, what did you think when you saw the result?
Yeah, I watched the game on was it Thursday night, Friday night, and I think a few big plays from I think Blair did those 2 tackles on made them cough the ball up, and Ken Seal got over the line, and I think those are probably big plays that you want to come up with in big games like that, and I think OKR pretty much just grinded out the win.
Absolutely, mate. Massive opportunity for the East Hall side. I reckon they could probably go a long way, Keith.
Yeah, definitely. They just showed so much resilience, didn't they? And to turn it around like that, you must be hoping that you can emulate some of their form that they've started getting into, because they didn't start the best of the season off the best of form, did they?
Yeah, exactly. We started off pretty strong, and I think, like Kumar said early on, we're just on the down at the moment. I think we just got to believe in ourselves a bit more now, and we just got to instill a bit of confidence. And
well, we think there's a little bit of curse that Danny Kerman was bragging, saying what a superb team you're going to be all season after your first 2 wins.
I think we all were, man. I think we all stoked that it was a surprise, but we just got to get back on the horse.
Dewsbury Rams 10, Warrington Wolves 52. Apparently Dewsbury took a drop goal, in the final minute of the game.
Yeah, 52-8 up with a minute to go, and they sorted the 2 points.
Odd one. Don't know why. Why would you do that, Ali? Did you ever come across that scenario?
Team talk, I don't know.
Team talk.
Depends who it was, probably wanted for his stats.
Wanted to get on score sheet.
St Helens 46, York City 96.
Yeah, St Helens, you'd expect them to be a little bit more of a bigger score against the Championship one side, so a little bit disappointing there from Saints, probably. Resting a few.
Big score for LSE, in a bit of form. LSE 40, Castleford Tigers 14. The Leeds Rhinos, big game, we've already spoke a little bit about that, 48-16.
See, that's what happens, Jonesy, when you're missing. They put in a good performance.
That's it, mate. It'd be tough to get back inside. I know there's a few knocks. I'd like to win another Challenge Cup though, so I'll be begging for my place this week. Catalan Dragons 37, Featherstone Rovers 34. That was pretty tight. I wouldn't have expected it to be that close, Ali.
Yeah, I think the Catalans rested quite a few, so I think they thought it was going to be an easy game, but Fev went over for for different attitude, and probably they wanted to win. But also I think Fev rested some players too, so that was a big surprise. It was a good score for Fev, so yeah.
Back the Bulldogs as well, nearly upsetting Widnes Vikings 26-22.
Championship teams flying. That just shows there's not much divide in these scores. Obviously Widnes were looking at resting a few players, but to keep the scoreline as tight as what they have, like I say, Fev rested a few players, or didn't take a few players possibly through injury. But it's a great weekend for the Championship teams.
Certainly did, and. Wakefield Wildcats 38, Leeds Insurance 36. We've already talked a little bit about that. We won't keep going on about it. We've got the draw that's just come up as well. All FC are going to play us at home. Leeds, massive game for us, Keith. Like I said, we want to get back to Wembley this year. I've worn my Challenge Cup medal out. I've taken it around that many schools, churches and community games, and it'd be nice to win another one. How do you see that going in an unbiased opinion?
Unbiased? Well, you've got to see Leeds winning that game. All FC, they're so inconsistent this year. It's just unbelievable how bad they've been. But also, last week, Castleford Tigers, such a superb win, to score 40 points against them is an absolute turnaround for their season. They're just so unpredictable.
Certainly are. OKR versus Catalan Dragons. We've got St Helens versus Widnes Vikings and Warrington Wolves versus Leeds Centurions. Can Leeds turn Warrington over, Ali?
No, I don't think so. I think Warrington's too good of a team, but anything could happen in Challenge Cup. You know, you could you know, you can't go by what's on the paper. I think it's just what happens on the day. I think whoever turns up. So it could be upset, but if Warrington turn up to play, I think they'll be too good for them.
Certainly, and it's a big year for you as well this year, isn't it? Testimonial year. Try to rake in a little bit of cash maybe before you go home.
Yeah.
What events can we look forward to in the Al team Testimonial?
I got a launch, a dinner launch at Alton Hall on the 1st of June.
Yep.
It's a Monday. So yeah, but yeah, if you want any information or want to know about the events, just go onto my website. It's aliloatiti.rugby testimonial.co.uk or find me on Twitter, AR Testimonial, or even on Facebook if you want to. Aliloatiti Testimonial 2015. So yeah, so if there's any information you want to know about my events, just feel free to go onto that. But yeah, looking forward to it, and hopefully we can get some wins before we have that launch.
It's a prime example of one of the most relaxed men in rugby league. He's come on a TV show and he's not come prepared with key testimonial events that he wants to promote.
That's part of it.
Do you want to spell Lauatiti for everybody? Just out of experience, it's not the easiest name to spell, is it? Really quick as you can.
Yeah, Lauititi.
Good lad. And your event on the 1st of June is led by Pete Emmett, I believe, MC.
Yeah, he's the MC, and it's an island theme, so there's going to be a few guys from not only the Super League but Championship. They're going to perform some island traditional dances, something different. I think we got Vita Coco on board to help us with some of the just fill out some of their products on show at their night. So it's gonna be an interesting night, something different. Hopefully we can entertain some of the people that are coming. It's not only about the testimonial. I think it's just trying to give back to rugby league in the UK. I think so. Yeah.
Amen to that. And if you can get down there, come down, support LLTT. Pete Emmett's brilliant. We've not personally seen him since he ruined Alex Simmons' proposal live on Rugby. Simo nearly ended him and he ran away, and we've not seen him since, but he's a very funny guy. But get down and support Ali. Ali, what are you going to do when you finish playing?
What I'm going to do, I don't know, I'll probably work with kids, do some sort of youth work type of job, something along the lines of that, but or even just be a stay-home husband. It sounds good, eh?
Awesome, yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, but yeah, do something like that. I'll probably do something with kids and a bit of youth work, and so yeah.
You keep a close-knit community still with all the Kiwi boys, South Sea Islanders boys. You regularly all meet up, don't you?
Yeah, we we try and meet up, once every 3 months, just to catch up with all the boys, because we it's like home away from home, so just to catch up and see how everyone's going, just just something different, and hopefully for the single boys we can try and encourage them just to stay on track.
Try and keep them in there.
Yeah, stay on track and concentrate on what they're here for. So yeah,
must be a right food bill at the end of that night.
Yeah, food bill. Yeah, as you know, all the Island boys love their food. So I think everything that we do, if we come together, it's all about food. So that's the only way we'll bring us together. So food and a bit of some beverages goes a long way for us.
Keith mentions all the bros there. New Zealand Warriors, you both played there in the NRL. New Zealand Warriors have never won the competition down under. Can you ever do it, Peter?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, good to say the right thing. Yeah, but
great confidence.
What is the biggest barrier that they face? Trying to win it. Like, can Catalans ever win it? Is it a distance thing from being so far from Australia, or why is it that they've never won it yet?
No, there's probably no excuses about it. But obviously the Warriors got to travel every second weekend, like Catalans, and obviously probably take its toll a bit, and obviously like Ali said, family is most important, and obviously if you're away from your family for a bit, then probably take it out on you. But I think with the new signings that they're going to get next year, well, this year's not even finished yet, but hopefully the boys are, once they get in that 8, no Australian team wants to play them when they're in the 8, so it's going to be tough.
They've had some bad news, haven't they, today? Tom Lurawai's out for the season. You're putting your hand up hoping to get back to New Zealand Warriors.
I was thinking about it. I wouldn't lie. But I think they got Nathan Friend there, who's an experienced hooker, and they got a young junior Kiwi hooker who's coming through the ranks. So I think, poor Tommy. I think he's had a few injuries throughout his career. I think he had a nasty one over here before, and all the best.
Well, Jared Coote is a new Rugby AM NRL analysis, and we've got the NRL roundup, so have a look at what's been going on down under.
Yeah, thanks very much, guys. Now, this week I'm down here at the famous Henson Park, home of the Newtown Jets, one of the foundation clubs in the NRL back in 1908. Beautiful ground. The Jets actually still play here down on this ground. One of the best, one of the favourite suburban grounds that we have. Plenty of bloodshed on this field, I can tell you. Not like it is these days. It's the 21st century. We don't quite get so physical these days, do we, Simo? Now, let's look at the NRL and another week of not actually knowing who's going to win the competition. We're still pretty unsure. It goes up one week, down the next week. So inconsistent, these teams this year. But one team that hasn't been inconsistent is the Cowboys. They took on the Brisbane Broncos. Broncos were leading the competition heading into this one, and we thought this is going to be a cracker, and it was. Now, the Broncos shot out to a 12 points to nil lead, doing the thing as we always know they can. But it was in Townsville, this one, so the Cowboys hit back, led by Jonathan Thurston, of course, steered them around the park. And it was not just him, but Michael Morgan. He ended up scoring a hat-trick, scoring the last try there as well for the Cowboys. He shot himself right into State of Origin contention. We'll talk a bit more about that later, but it was the Cowboys running out 31 points to 20 winners in this one. Great job by them. Now we're going to talk about Golden Point and what a game we had this weekend. There was 2 games of Golden Point. We could call it the Golden Point weekend, and to start it all off, it was the Warriors taking on the Parramatta Eels. This was at Parramatta's home ground. We're expecting big things from them, but it was the visitors that got off to a great start. Sean Johnson showing us the kind of form that we can expect from him. Golden Boot winner last year, absolutely no doubt halfway through this year why he is the man, doing such a good effort there. A few more solo tries. The Eels did hit back after half-time and looked to be a chance in this one, throwing it into Golden Point. There was 2 field goals prior to full time. And then it hit Golden Point, and it was the Warriors, a calm head under pressure. Bodine Thompson crashing over to score a try. You don't often see tries in Golden Point these days, so good to see that. So a win there for the Warriors. We moved then to another game on that night, and it was the Titans. They were up there at their home ground. We expected big things from them in this one, but they went down, unfortunately, to the Cronulla Sharks. Well, unfortunate for them, I guess. Tough one, this game. Great start by the Titans, getting out to a 14 points to nil lead. Really thought they were going to take it home from there, but it wasn't to be. The Sharkies doing really well without inspirational leader Paul Gallen coming back and getting the job done in Golden Point. A nice little field goal there by Valentine Holmes. They're doing not as well as we thought they would this year. The Sharks have got a lot of big names, a lot of experience in that squad, so we're expecting better things from them. We're going to look at some huge news this weekend in signing news. Nate Miles, he's signed with the Manly Warringah Seagulls. Now, big deal for them signing him. Of course, there were reports that his friendship with Daly Cherry Evans is what got Cherry Evans over to the Titans. Not to be now. Nate has gone back to Manly. We do have the round 13 deadline here in the NRL, so Daly Cherry Evans still can change his mind in the next couple of weeks. Interesting to see there. Lots of talk that he will change his mind. We'll have to wait and see. Also, finally, in Origin, big news. The teams are picked this week. Who's it going to be? Mitchell Pearce, Trent Hodgkinson, now the favourites for the Blues in the halves. Remains to be seen what Coach Laurie Daly is going to do, but Mitchell Pearce, a big favourite there to go in the halves with Trent Hodgkinson. That's all this week in the NRL, guys. Can't wait to speak to you next week.
That's the end of part 2. Stay with us, because after the break, myself, Ali Lautiti and Keith Senior are going to be talking a bit about our glory days at the Leeds Rhinos. So join us after the break.